Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu and I am here for more episode 2 treasure hunting. I'm moving on to Bakarina slash Hamefura, episode 2. Episode 1 of Bakarina Hamefura was okay. I didn't immediately fall in love with it. It was pretty good. There's some fun elements here. It's a different take on the isekai thing, given the villainous nature of it. I like Katarina. She's cute and goofy. We'll have to meet more characters to really get a bead on them. A lot of the first episode was introducing characters, introducing the world. We haven't really gotten into any of the nitty gritty of what's really going on here, or any of the sort of gamification, because we'd never really stepped into the school element of the video game that she's in, the otoge that she's entered, which seems to be where most of the actual gameplay things and the routes and stuff actually occur. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get there. How long are we going to spend on Kat's childhood? Don't know. Could be half a season for all I know. But it seems like we're probably going to fast forward to that point relatively fast, maybe even at the beginning of this episode. But we want to meet the other girls, the white-haired girl, the heroine girl, some of the other guys, and we want to start seeing whether we see any elements of the stuff that she's talked about from the game. For example, Princey Boy, George, I don't know, Giorno Giovanna, she says that he sucks, like he's super evil and maniacal mastermind in the game or whatever, but so far he's been okay. I mean, there have been some little hinty things, like he sort of side eyes a couple of times, and there are some hinty things that he's maybe not entirely a good person, but we didn't really get any of that. A lot of our focus in that episode was actually on her adopted brother person, Klaus, I think is his name, and his dirt powers, and they're working together to do stuff, and that seems like a pretty wholesome relationship, which is cool. Overall, I'm just curious where the story is going and whether we're going to get any insight into that in this next episode. So let's go ahead and jump on into Bakarina, or Hamefura, whatever the hell you want to call it, except for the full name, because the full name is way too long. So we'll go with Bakarina. I've got episode 2 up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction. The picture-in-picture version with the video up there will be available in the Describble-de-doo. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you'd like to sync up with the timer-based version, you can totally do that. Just get your copy of the episode ready so that you can sync it up, because the beep beep timer is coming at you now. Fortune Lover. Yeah, I want to meet not Ilya. There's another anime OP that does this exact thing. I can't remember what it is. Fuck. A prince challenged me to a fight. Oh, hi. Somebody sabotaging this shit. Oh. Giordo. So it's a D. fuck off, boy. Huh. There's no tension here. She's an idiot. Why are my plants dying? It's probably mom. Klaus. Keith. Yeah, but age is but a number, my dear. Oh, it's Redhead. Do they all have blue eyes except for Mary? Ugh, swarms. Hey. Snacks, though. Snacks, though. Fuck yeah. Benefits of being nobility. What? Tasty snacks. Is he gonna help her? No. Oh, that's where I got Klaus from. It's Klaus. Peak intellect. Ah, we can run into Redhead here. Because she's outcast from the party and wasn't present through all of it. Bing! Oh, garden. Oh, there she is. I do what I want. I don't do what I want. I'm scared of people. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No. Why are mine wilting? What? All of them? Yeah, teach me your secrets. Let me steal your tricks. What if you saw the plot? I'm sure it's probably pretty obvious. Trying. Do you have to have like a magical green thumb in order to make things work, or? Yeah, it seems to be doing a little bit better. And a friendship is born. Aww. Hmm. Distant and anxious. Yeah. They did all have blue eyes except for her. Thought so. Okay, so she's Cinderella. Essentially. Three fairy or three stepsisters. Isn't Prince Alan a real schemer? Yeah. Yeah. Isn't he a bad boy? Yeah. Okay, here's our meeting. This is why we're here. Oh, okay. That's Alan. I thought it was the dark-haired one. Oh. Oh. Does that mean Mary's gonna fall in love with her instead? Because she used his lines? Huh. So how many other things can we screw up before we even get started? I think it is. It's not quite the same, but sure. Just like you did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Which prince? It's not Jordo. Why he still maligns? Okay. Says the child. Okay, so he's going to be increasingly rude and she's going to have increasingly more trouble keeping her composure. Too late. Oh, but he appreciates it? Does he respect it? No, he thinks it's a challenge. Oh boy. It's also how you injured yourself. Well, then it's a perfect choice. Uh-oh. And she's gone. Nice try, bud. They sure did. Which you only found out by falling out of the tree. And Chordo's just watching. And they're starting to kind of become friends because of it. That's so funny. Oh, hi. I can be wherever I want. Why are you here? Is this gonna be Jordo's theme? Just need some Joe, Joe. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Golden win. Sorry. Piano? There we go. Thank you for framing the object of attention in the foreground. It's really appreciated. It was pretty neggy. Jordo does that. It's pretty neggy. Is he a super genius? Or does he suck? No, he's a super genius. Okay. Ah, at the very least he knows his brother. Well, there's that inferiority complex. How far into the episode? We're pretty far in. We're almost done. Woof. Fish climbing trees. Whoa. That's pretty conspiratorial. Bugs? Is it bugs? It's gotta be bugs. Just gonna find a caterpillar or something? Whoa. It looked like a gummy worm. Like one of those giant, like 1 pound gummy worms that you can get. Bugs. Oh no, it's the little snake things. Yeah, that's not really what Alan was looking for, but okay. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. That's fun, with the masks behind. Looks like there's an after credits of some kind. Baka. Baka. So stupid. She's so stupid. I mean, that's why it's great, but okay. Didn't really like this episode compared to the previous one. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. But this becomes a drop for me. So if that's all you were interested in, there you go. This becomes a drop for me. There are some cute faces, some cute characters, but there is nothing special in this show that actually grabs my attention and holds it. The funny gags weren't terribly funny. Now, Katarina's fun. I like her. I like her as a character. I like her way of going about things. I like her way of finding out new things about her world. I like her. She's a goober. She's great. But couple things. One is this montage sequence where we montage through the plants growing. I really don't like it. It's partly how the montage itself is done. Stuff like the voice actor takes built into it. That, and then we do another one that's almost identical to that one a little bit later. Boring as fuck. And it gives me the distinct impression that this piece of media does not benefit from being in the animated format. I don't see the purpose of it being animated. I think that if I cared about the story, I would go and read the manga. Because then at least I could skip through some of the stuff, or like skim through some of the stuff that I know what's coming. The in her head council meeting sequence didn't function as well as I expected or would have hoped. This whole thing with the multiple challenges is fine, but okay. It leads to them becoming closer, which is nice. And eventually showing us that Alan lives in his brother's shadow, which we kind of knew because that's part of his character introduction. But we find out the reasons for it. I just found this episode to be, for the most part, pretty bland. And while fun, I had fun watching it, it also dragged in points. And just didn't feel worth it. The amount of utils that I acquired for my 23 whatever minutes of time was not equivalent to the number of utils that other shows give me in 23 minutes or so of time. Beyond that, there's really not much to talk about for this show, I don't think. There isn't much on the production front that's like, oh, that's cool or that's interesting. It's just pretty by the books, by the numbers. Pretty straightforward, man. And I feel mostly the same way about the storytelling. I could be totally wrong, and the story could get fucking crazy a little bit down the road, but With a start like this, I don't think I can bring myself to care. Sorry if you really love Bakarina Hamefura. I don't think it's bad. I just didn't really care about this episode. It just sort of bored me. It's too bad. I like the character of Katarina Kleiss. She's nice. She's cool. She's a goober. I don't really care about anything else. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap there. Probably not the most, probably a somewhat disappointing reaction for some of you. I'm sorry. That's how I felt about it. Meh. Meh. Could I watch more of the show? Yeah, it doesn't pay me to watch it. Do I want to? No. Nope. So, that's a drop for me. Okay, Mitiabu, this Hamefura, Bakarina, whatever you want to call it. I might read the manga at some point, just because then I can get a better feel for the original author's intent and the pace of it, and can kind of set my own pace. It's the problem with adapting humorous leaning manga. As a reader, you can depending on your reading speed, you can blaze through a few hundred pages in a sitting. But those few hundred pages will be an entire core of the anime. Alright. Mitiabu, this Hamefura Bakarina. I'm dropping it. I'll see you in what I watch next. Peace.